What's so funny?
Her hand. He uses for the gag reel. Alright, Mark.
What gag reel? What's up, YouTube family? Welcome to the vlog. Very big day today.
Volcano Day.
It is Volcano Day.
It is Erupting Volcano Day.
It is Erupting Volcano Day. Also, it is our 3-year post-adoption placement meeting. How does that make you feel, Leslie? I don't know how bad, because it'll make me cry. So we are waiting on our social worker, who's hopefully minutes away. We have a very big day planned today. We're gonna have this meeting, and then we have a vet appointment for our dog Jackson to see if he has glaucoma. It's been 3 years, Paisley. How do you think Mama and Baba have done?
Volcano good.
Good. We've done volcano good. Always good to know when you've done volcano good. But obviously I'm not gonna record during the meeting. I thought, why not show a few clips of almost 3 years ago, it'll actually be 3 years in March, us when we were in China. A lot of fun stuff. So y'all enjoy this while we're having our meeting. Welcome back, everybody. We just had a great meeting. Paisley's watching Miss Lynn drive away. How'd it go, Paisley? How do you think you did?
Good.
I think it went well too. Leslie and I have to sit down and kind of go over, for those interested, of what we talk about, what we go over. If you're in the adoption process, what to expect in these meetings. Getting ready to go get some stuff to make some chili because it's supposed to snow here again. We're gonna go get some lunch and then take Jackson to the vet. Sad face. For his eye.
You're right.
Poor Jackson. So we've made it to the vet. You can see with my co-pilot here. He was in the back, but he was crying, so I set him up front, and he's still crying. I think he's pretty anxious about his vet visit. Leslie and Paisley drove different cars because Leslie has to go to work after this, unfortunately. Jackson, how do you feel about today's appointment? Buddy. We're still at the vet. They gave us some eye drops. Sorry, all this sun is really messing me up. They gave us some eye drops. We're gonna wait for an hour to see how his eye responds to those drops. Hopefully it does respond to the glaucoma drops, and then we can get out of here and head home. So just kind of hanging out.
On a train.
What are you doing?
Train with my train.
Alright, so we got the whole crew's here. Jackson's resting. Have to explain his glaucoma situation some other time. It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot. Do you not remember what all was said?
Yes, I do. I just don't want to talk about it right now. Just picked up the crib. We're excited about that. Leslie's about to head to work. Paisley and I are going to go home and make chili and get ready for the big snowstorm tomorrow.
Well, I'm getting ready to relax this.
Okay.
Relax.
Good news, everybody. Thumbs up for no school or work tomorrow. So we're expecting not a whole lot of snow tomorrow, but they are expecting a lot of travel issues. And down here in the south, we just aren't set up with all the machines that we need to prevent people from sliding all over the place with our hills and valleys, and so they're playing it safe. So with the snow day, I'm making some chili. I'm about to grind up the beans because Leslie's not a big fan of the beans, but I love chili, so we compromise and I blend up the beans. That's something that my mom did for us to like chili when I was a kid, and Leslie likes it, so everybody's happy. While I was fixing supper, I was responding to some comments from our losing her first tooth video, and I just want to give a quick shout out to, just because I feel like they always comment, Ruth, Bonnie Berry, Miss Sharon, nothing is impossible. And you have to forgive me and tell me how you say, is it Tarek? We always love to read your comments on Twitter especially, and on YouTube, and also Leslie on Instagram, and thank y'all so much for that, and we truly do appreciate each and every one of y'all. So if you wonder what 2 cans of blended beans looks like, there it is.
Where's the drill?
What drill?
The drill you did.
I used a blender.
And what did you make?
Blended up the beans. Also, my must-have for a chili recipe is chili O. I think that's the best seasoning mix. So we've had showers, we had supper, and we're just kind of hanging out. Did you have a good day today, Paisley?
Yeah. And where's my viper?
Where is your viper? That's a good question. I haven't seen it in a while. Here's your pinata. Paisley, are you hoping it snows tomorrow?
Yeah.
You can go play in the snow?
Yeah, can I throw snowballs at you?
Well, we'll see. We don't want to get sick again. Last time she went and played in the snow, we went to the ER.
Because I threw up.
Yes, you did. You ready to go get a good night's rest?
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
Look who's home, everybody. Leslie and Henry decided to join us as well. And Barkley has joined us. So we did vlog our post-adoption meeting last year as well, and we got a few questions about it, like what specifically is a post-placement adoption meeting, and that is a great question. Basically, our social worker for 5 years after coming home has to write up a report and send it to China. Just kind of let them know how Paisley's doing, how she's progressed, how she's growing, just physically, emotionally.
How we're caring for her
Right.
medically, since she does have a medical special needs, so they do want to see that she's getting the medical attention that she needs here.
And also, one of the reasons why we chose our adoption agency, Lifeline, is because of their post-adoption team. And they do a really good job at talking to you about what you may be going through and then kind of setting up a plan of action for it. So there were a few things that we did discuss with her, and I thought she brought some really good ideas and tips to kind of tackle some of those issues. We love the training that we got before we even went to China, and I feel like with Lifeline Children's Services, which is based out of Birmingham, they not only train you before, and then once you're home, they don't just let you go, they also continue to train you afterwards.
And provide support where you need it. Like Daniel mentioned, China requires 5 years of these post-adoption placement meetings to happen 5 years after the child comes home, but there's actually 6 meetings that happen, and the first meeting happens after the child's been home for 6 months to kind of assess how everything's going. Obviously, 6 months after coming home, you're still very much in survival mode, and you're just kind of doing what you can to survive and to love and to show grace and to just show the child that you are a person who they can trust, because a lot of these kids, all of these kids really have never had an adult in their life who they can trust. That's a huge part of when adopting and you bring a child home, no matter how old they are, is forming that bond and that trust with the child, so their love for you can eventually start to grow. And so, but they want to make sure what meaning the adoption agency is looking at is making sure that what you're currently dealing with, the issues that you're currently having, are progressing, and the issues that you have had, problems you have had at previous meetings, that those issues have been resolved. And if they haven't been resolved, like what can we do, they do, to help get them resolved. So I say for us, we, when I say we, I mean the 3 of us, because it's not just Paisley, who, you know, is dealing with all of this stuff. We as her parents deal with it too. We take on those burdens that are hers because she is our child, and we made a vow when we adopted her as our daughter to take whatever, any grief issues, anything that she's dealing with, we take those on as our own, because they're not only hers to deal with alone, but as her parents, we are taking those on as our issues as well.
It's not so much a competition of like how far have you taken your child or how well your child is doing. What I like about Lifeline is they love hearing about, you know, the good stuff, but they also want to talk about the hard stuff and the stuff that you're dealing with in the trenches, and that's what separated Lifeline for us from other agencies. But that's just kind of a brief overview of kind of what that's all about. If you also have more questions, we're still getting together questions for a Q&A that we'll be doing in the future, so throw those down below. Sharing our story is one of the main reasons for this channel, and adoption is a huge part of that. So we'll always have these type of videos spread out throughout our channel. So if anybody wants to know anything, then put that in the comments below, and if it's a big enough topic, we would love to make a video of that. Also look for that Q&A video coming up in the near future. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this video today. We hope y'all enjoyed it, hopefully learned something. Stay tuned for the snow vlog coming up soon, we'll see. But I hope you'll have a blessed week, and we will see y'all soon.
Bye, y'all.